Morning, Stumps. Hello. Hi, Nelly. Hey, Tia. Okay. This morning is starting to feel a little bit chaotic. So today is the day that Blue is going to the vets to get his tooth extracted. So I mentioned in previous videos that he needs to have it's one of his canines. He needs to have one of his canine teeth taken out. Right, I'm just going to chuck some hay down for the pony a sec to amuse her. So we need to get ourselves organised and get him dropped off at the vets ASAP, actually, because me and Mum are both working today. So this is just, I don't feel like we thought this through. I mean, in our heads, we were both like, we don't need to take a day off work. It's fine. We can drop him off early and then pick him up when we both finish work. And then we don't have to lose a day's pay kind of thing, or use a day's holiday. But starting to regret that now. I feel like this is going to be... Oh no, there's no head collar. Where did I leave Nellie's head collar? I've just realised I've forgotten their passports. Oh, that's a double pain in the backside actually, because we were going to be cheeky and ask if they could do Blue's vaccinations while he's there as well. His vaccinations are due in a couple of weeks, and so are Stumpy's. So in my head, I'm thinking Stumpy's going to come for a little ride with us this morning, and we're going to see if we can get her vaccinations done, and then obviously drop Blue off and leave him there, and then bring Stumpy back, and then rush off to work. So yeah, busy morning, guys. Would you like some food? Food time. Are you going to cause mischief? Are you going to cause mischief? You're going to be banging on that metal door all day, aren't you? You're going to drive them crazy. Yeah, you are. You can't break these walls, can you? Good boy, Blue. Good boy. So that went surprisingly well, actually. Well, not surprisingly. I mean, we know Blue's good to load, we know he's good to travel, we know he's brave. He's actually having the time of his life in there right now. He's loving watching the people go in and out, and it's just like, it's new environment excitement for him. So he's well happy. He was very settled when I left him. I did have one slight little niggle of concern though, and that is, I'm really scared he's going to break the water drinker off the wall. So they've got the little automatic water drinkers, like the little half moon shaped ones on the walls in those stables. And I am slightly terrified that he's going to break it. Because it's Blue, let's face it, it's Blue. He was going around the stable while I was there with him, like testing everything. And I don't think he found the drinker at that point. Because... yeah, so I am a little bit worried about that. I really hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. I can see what's going to happen. He's going to find it eventually and decide that it's a really good scratching post. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to stick his big fat arse on it and... oh, so I really hope that doesn't happen. Fingers crossed it won't happen. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I just don't want to have to deal with that. I really don't want to have to deal with that. To be fair though, that is pretty much the only thing he could potentially break in that stable, because it is a breeze block stable with a steel door and steel all around. And it was really funny actually. He kicked on the door a few times, he tested that, and then he kind of walked around and ran his nose along the walls, and then he came over and he kept trying to like bite the wall by the door, like he was testing it. It was really funny. He was like, oh, this isn't what normally happens when I bite the stable walls, that hurt. One day, I am so going to have breeze block stables. It will be so much easier. Hey, Baloo. Oh dear, you got flies on your face, Bubby. Hey, Woody. Hello. Hello, sausage. Oh, I'm just gonna perch here for a minute. Oh, sun's going down again. I think it's like 7:30, something like that. And yeah, it's getting dark, day's winding down. So today I actually went a little bit differently to how we were expecting. So Blue is back, obviously. He's enjoying some grass. He was actually really good at the vets. So when we went to pick him up, I asked them if he behaved himself, and she said he was as good as gold. So gold star for Mr. Blueberry. I'm very proud of him for not causing mischief today and for not breaking anything as well. Very happy that he didn't break anything. But in a weird turn of events, he didn't end up having his tooth taken out today. So he went in to have a fractured canine tooth removed. And so our vet obviously flagged it up when she came out to do their teeth a little while ago and said that it's probably going to need taking out at some point. It didn't seem to be bothering him or anything like that, but she was like, yeah, going forward, it is probably going to need to be taken out. It might go nasty, etc., etc. So we had him booked in with a dental specialist who he saw today. And yeah, he basically said that the best thing to do is just leave it alone, really. Which I'm kind of happy about, actually, because it means he didn't have to go through the stress and trauma of having a tooth gouged out of his face. So yeah, the dental specialist basically said that it's not causing him any problems. He's not showing any signs at all of discomfort. I mean, I've been riding him and he's been fine. He's not been kicking up a fuss at all. Believe me when I say, when he's not happy with something, he kicks up a heck of a fuss. And there's been nothing at all. He's not been having any trouble eating. So obviously he had a really good look at it today because he was sedated. So he had a good poke around and had a look at it. And there's no infection. There's no health concerns with the gum. Like, it's really clean and tidy looking. It's just, I mean, basically he's just knocked the top of his tooth off. And that's it. Really, there's nothing else going on. I mean, it sounds kind of weird to me, and it feels weird to be saying it. It feels kind of weird to be saying it, but yeah, I mean, the guy's response, from what I understand, was just like he didn't really get why he was called in to do this tooth extraction, because in his professional opinion, it just didn't need doing. So we've basically been sent away. Oh, that Shetland pony's got out onto the long grass. Ah, why? I'll just get that in a minute. So yeah, we've basically been sent away with the advice of just carry on doing what you're doing and keep an eye on it, and that's it. And I have to say, I was kind of blindsided by that a little bit earlier today. I feel like I'm happy about it. Like, I'm happy that he doesn't have to have the tooth taken out, but at the same time, I'm just a bit like, this is so strange. I was expecting to be stuck with this gigantic vet bill. So yeah, Blue's got all his teeth still. Well, I mean, he's missing half a tooth because he knocked it out somehow, but he's home, he's happy, and we've avoided a very large vet bill. I mean, potentially it could come back in the future. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't give him any trouble going forward. Obviously, yeah, not what I was expecting from today at all. Some good news for once. I mean, I've had some, we've had some good news recently, but if you've been following my videos, everything has been a bit rubbish lately, with vet bills coming at us and things just kind of going wrong constantly. So I am definitely a little bit blindsided by this happy news today. I feel like I should tell my face that I'm happy about this. Hello, sweet boy. Hello. When he was a baby, he had a major tooth abscess, like major. It basically burst out the side of his face. It was that infected and gross. I'm trying to think if he had to have it out or if it fell out of its own accord, but that was lots of antibiotics. And you were really poorly, weren't you? You were really poorly, baby. You had worms that nearly killed you as well, didn't you? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the vets, he was so poorly when he was a baby, the vets kind of thought he was going to die. He didn't. He grew up to be a big, handsome moose, didn't you? Oh, you've got a strap hanging, bird. Oh, right, that's my cue to go do some adulting. Oh, I need to get these ponies fed and get myself off to bed. Well, get something to eat and then get myself off to bed.